Hello, welcome to Flory Models and welcome to the 2021 Roundup Show. So this is what 2021 was. My word, another amazing year. It's one of those years where it flew. I have to say, time absolutely flew. And it's one of those strange years, again, obviously with COVID, having the sort of, the terrible side from COVID and what it has done to businesses, to people, to families right the way through. But the one thing that's sort of been that strength that's gone right the way through is the hobby. Having the members coming in, terrible time at home, terrible time at work, terrible time with life, and being able to literally shut the door, sit down, do some modelling, watch some videos and all the rest of it, just to get away in that little bit of escape, if you like, from what has been a terrible year again. And hopefully looking forward, next year will be one of those years where we can actually start to put all of this behind us, hopefully start to get to normal and things can get back to normal generally, which would be absolutely lovely. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you to death, but this year sort of looked like this. Hello and welcome to Flory Models. For this particular build, we're going to be doing Revell's 1:500 scale USS Enterprise from Into the Darkness on a 1:1 scale Chewbacca bowcaster. Kitty Hawk's 1/35th scale SH-60B, or basically the Seahawk, the 1/32nd scale Special Hobby X-15, the Tamiya 1/32nd Zero. ICM 1/32nd brand new tooled Huey Cobra. This is the AH-1G version, the early Airfix's brand new tooled 1/72nd Vulcan bomber. The Ural 4320 truck, Zvezda's 1:350 scale. This is the Delphin, or the Delta 4 sub. Mobius's, this is the 1:4105 scale Battlestar Galactica. For this particular build, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be teaching the basics of modelling right the way through. So it sounds like it feels like it's an effort at the airbrush. That's a lot better. So now it doesn't sound like it's struggling, that's good. And to start with, we're going to do the areas where we've masked. So again, nice little dusty effects. First to start with, so it's 2 coats. So we just put it down over these masked areas, as we were saying. So again, top, straight down, circles over where the join is. So you can just put that all in first. See, we're going to avoid the decals. So we'll just go round those a little bit. Mix it straight in and brush it absolutely everywhere on the model. So we don't need to use different colours because the dark dirt is a great colour for anything like this. The post shading and the light work is giving us that type of effect. So we'll wet the cloth again and we're just going to do slight circle motions and we're going to work our way right over. And as you can see with the wing on, and we're done. Really, all of a sudden, it's like bang. We're not reloading the brush, so it starts to wear out just a little bit. And what you can do is just turn your brush over, and you'll notice you've probably got a little bit more on there. Just to start with, we're just going to rub it all the way in. Now rub most of it off, so pick up, get rid of most of it, and then what we're going to do is just lightly stipple, flood this on. Because if you flood this on, you really do a lot of paint. This is just to break it up, make it a bit speckly. So that's the first one on there. And what you can do is you can come along with your brush then, and all we're going to do is we're going to streak it coming back. As you can see, as soon as you touch this, it turns from being that very much a strong orange colour into a yellow. Again, just down in there like that. And you can come in with a multitude of colours if you want. And then same thing, coming back. So we're just layering it up now. We've got these darker colours and we're sort of imagining how it's going to be working its way around this intake. Start with, just mop it up a little bit. The other thing as well, don't focus too much on what you're doing. So what can happen is you can be banging this down and you need to do loads and loads. And actually you don't. You want to keep it nice and subtle. So there we have it. There is our underside all done and weathered. That's our top side all done and weathered. That's our aircraft all done and completed for the weathering. So, okay, some of the stats for you out of all of this one. Live shows this year has been 132 up to date. So that's an amazing count this year. Vlog builds and shows. So that's the one where I obviously do the shows with just me on there. I've done 64 this year. Reviews that I've done, including the one next to me, the Hurricane, is now 71 reviews that we've done. And then the PM shows as well, on top of that, has been 44. So that's 111 shows that we've actually done. Add that together with the video builds that we do as well, so 2 parts of that a week, so forth and so on, as it goes right the way through. That was 12 full video builds that went up there, as well as 2 live builds as well. So we did the live build of the Lightning and live build of the P51. So if you add the 105 of those videos in there, so they're the edited ones if you like that go through there, that makes our total for the year of 416 videos we've done this year, which is 1.14% a day of videos we've done. So hopefully we've kept you quite, something to watch, let's say, every single day over the last year. So I didn't realise it was as much as that until we started doing the statistics last year. And I can honestly say this proves of how much, obviously I love doing this. I know the team love doing it, and you guys, obviously the Flory family, love it as well, because it never felt like any of that took any time whatsoever. It absolutely flew. It certainly didn't feel like it was that many. So I think that just shows we were all really, really enjoying ourselves. Time-wise, that's 32 million minutes watched this year, apparently, according to people over at YouTube. And from the forum, it's actually over 101,000 posts went up in the forum this year as well. And then we had an active membership of 2,609. So an active membership is the ones that log in every single 30 days. Obviously, there's more members than that, but they don't log in every 30 days. Some of them come in every couple of months, so forth and so on. So that's the active count as well on there. So that is an amazing achievement this year. It's just one of those ones where, as I say, I didn't realise I've done that many. It's just, it must be fun to do. Otherwise, I'd have been probably straining to do that amount, but it wasn't. But again, it's all down to you guys as well. It's the feeding off the energy from the hobby, from the members and the team and everything else. It just makes this absolutely work. So that's fantastic. Over on the main site, obviously there's various things been going on this week, but the big thing is the basic weathering section has been activated. So if we just go into the tutorials, one of the areas we worked in this year, and this is all free to watch, obviously, is the new tutorials area. So if you click in here now, we use the Spitfire, and we've done a step-by-step breakdown right the way through of this one. So from planning your builds, for obviously doing gluing, sanding, filling, we talk about flash removal, we talk about all the basics of construction right the way through. So we talk about gluing, rescribing, filling, sanding, you name it, that's all down in there now. And obviously we've got the photos going along showing the actual Spitfire come together in that section. Then we've got the airbrushing section. So this year this was completely updated as well. So we've done new basic bite-size airbrushing. So we talk about airbrushing, we talk about, obviously all the tools and the gear that we use with it. And then the basics, literally how to lay down paint, how to clean out your airbrush, and then obviously working through some of the various things to get you the best way up in speed as fast as possible with using your airbrush. Then we talk about it. So obviously we use it for priming. We talk about priming, how to get a nice finish from priming, and then putting down single colors. We talk about basics of camo work, putting that down. We talk about textures and how that affects your paint work and things like that right the way through. Then we moved over obviously to the weathering, and this is the one that went live this week. So all the videos went up together where we talk about, and I've done it in the most simplest way possible, about layering up your model to go through. So we talk about obviously post shading to add depth to your model. We talk about weathering washes and panel line washes and how they bring out detail. We talk about obviously then coming in using oils for weathering. Then we talk about doing leaks and stains and basically putting down a filter over the model as well to really, really bring it to life. So it's like a step-by-step guide of how we went from this technically is down here just like this, and then we put in the post shading as you can see down in here. Then that's it with just the wash on. Then we've come in with some oils, so we're using oils down in there, and then we've used this one for doing the actual filter right the way over it to blend it down, finishing off our model just down in here and adding stains and leaks, exhaust pipes, things like that down in there to finish off our Spitfire. And literally that's something I've been working about this year, trying to get that up. This year coming, 2022, we're going to add on to this one. We're going to do an advanced series. So it'll be just the same, but everything will be advanced techniques right the way through to hopefully get everyone from basics, from perhaps if you're new to the hobby or just coming back to the hobby and things have changed a hell of a lot, through to people who probably know what they're doing, perhaps they want to learn some new techniques and things like that. We're going to be doing that this year as well as we make our way through. One of the first ones we're going to be starting on this year is this particular build. So we're actually going to be doing the Hurricane. This is the 1/24 scale one. The review is down below here today. You can see that right now. And again, it's an absolute stunning kit to work on, so I can showcase doing various scratch building and adding detail and weathering and painting, because it is a beautiful aircraft to work on. So this sort of year's theory is, or not exclusively, but go big or go home. We're doing large scale models, loads of detail, lots of aftermarket, lots of scratch building into these particular builds to hopefully give you guys something to watch, to enjoy, and hopefully learn a few tips and tricks along the way as we do these particular builds. To give you an idea of the build list that we've got as it stands here at the moment, first up we'll be doing this Hurricane, which will be starting next week, and then obviously we've got lots of other kits. These are in no particular order, but this is the one we're going to be doing. The HK 48 scale Lancaster, that's coming up. We're going to be doing the Meng Abrams tank, 35th scale. We'll be doing some Hobby Boss Hornets 48 scale, so it would be the Growler for that particular one. We're also going to be doing the Trumpeter 32nd scale Sky Raider. We'll be doing the Revell, if you had seen it yesterday, review for the large scale 32nd scale F-18F Hornet. So we'll be doing the Foxtrot version there. We're going to be doing the Tamiya 32nd scale F-15C Eagle. We'll be doing the Great Wall Hobbies F-15E 148 scale Strike Eagle. We're also going to be doing some Japanese Phantoms 48 scale, because I love those ones as well. And we've got some small stuff as well. So at the moment we're going to be working on is the Jaguar, the little 72nd scale one as well, which is a little bit of a homage to back in the day of when I did all the really, really small stuff as well. So again, that's what that one's about. And again, what we're going to be doing is upgrading and changing over the tutorials and things like that. So as a lot of you know, we've actually got the classic build areas as well for the full video builds. This will be extended again. So in the new year, within the next week, we're going to be adding some more ones down in here. So again, it's going to be this one. They're going to shuffle between the two. So some of these builds down in here are going to be free to watch, so you can join in and join some of these. So we've got some of the old classics coming down the line. The F-16 is definitely going to be one of them if I log in. So again, you can see this particular build, olden but golden. So these are going to be coming out to free to watch. Again, this one's fully lit LEDs and we worked on it. Again, this one's about 10 years old now, this particular build. But again, it's going to be some good information hopefully down in there, and you can go off and you can watch all of that one. So that one's coming along very soon, as well as a lot of these. So we're going to have about 10 of these throughout the year, which are going to be free to watch videos and make their way out as we add the new ones down in there, just like that. This week as well, we've had various reviews if you didn't see them as well. So we had the Zero come up, so we've got the full review of that one is up there. The Growler review is up. That's a beautiful kit. We've got the Revell 32nd scale Super Hornet, which isn't a beautiful kit, but those ones we're going to be building anyway, so it should be a lot of fun down in there just like that as we make our way along with those. Don't forget, also on Sunday we've got our actual sort of auction. So this is our New Year's auction. It's going to be starting at 7 p.m. on Sunday. So if you want to join in with that one, again, we've got some various items up on the forum, which are showing you what will be in here. So where is it? Auction. There we go. So we've got, these are my ones that I've put up as well. So we've got some really good stuff. These are either review samples or they're actually new and sealed kits down in here as well. So we've got the members auction. So if you want to join us with that one, that's at 7 o'clock on Sunday. Obviously the 2nd of January we'll be up with here, and you can see some really nice stuff in here. So if you want to get your pre-bids in with this one, just send them over to Andy and he can bid on your behalf if you can't make it on Sunday evening. But again, some really nice stuff. You can see some of these are my review samples, which I've had down from PM as well. So they'll all be sealed back up and ready to go. We've got some nice stuff, as you can see, from John. Some really, really nice stuff all the way through. Last up as well, tomorrow, just so you know, we've got actually a special sale. So this hasn't been done yet because obviously I'm recording this on New Year's Eve. But obviously on New Year's Day from midnight GMT, I suppose it will be, for the day only until midnight on the 1st. We're doing a special sale over on the PM store as well. So keep an eye on that one. It'll be on social media, no doubt, and all the rest of it. But obviously the details of that will be coming along shortly. But again, we've got some various offers, as you can see down in there as well on the special section. But that will be fully upgraded as we make our way through as well. All right, so lots to come. So you've got a sale tomorrow for New Year's Day, and then obviously you've got the auction on Sunday. Monday, there's nothing going on because, to be honest, I'm away on Monday. And then Tuesday we are back to work as normal, where I'm going to be starting on this fantastic kit, and obviously we'll be looking at this year ahead. So that was it. That was this year. I'm still amazed that we managed to do 416 videos in 1 year and get on with everything else as we've done it, and with the PM store as well, getting massive as it is these days. And that is all really, as I say, down to you guys. So massive thank you, not only to obviously the team, all our partners, wives and relatives and things like that help out with here as well, but mainly to you guys at the Flory family as well, because without your continued support, you know, within your memberships and obviously purchasing from the PM store and that, we couldn't make any of this happen. So literally it is all down to you guys. So a massive thank you for that. And honestly, I never take what I do for a job and my living for granted for a single minute, because I know it's all down to you guys as well, with your fantastic support to make our way through. So hopefully, as I said before, we can actually sort of turn a corner now on the COVID thing for the last 2 years and everything else like that, and we can hopefully start to push ahead, get back to normal and get some great builds. I've got massive plans coming this year. We've got some big changes as well happening in the new year, so again, keep your eye out for those, because there's lots of interesting stuff. But mainly, hopefully, we're going to get back to doing some serious building work and making some great builds along the way as well. So that's it from me. Happy 2022 to everybody. I hope it's a fantastic year for you, and I can't wait to get stuck in with it. So until next year, everybody, happy modelling. Take care.